what people think, not a temporary clan for 1 month. We are actually planning to play together for a long term. The game started. I'll tell you more after it.
Yep. Here we are. And again, a small lake in the middle, lots of land all around, but it is still wallable. Very much like Baltic is wallable. And yeah, 3 town centers. Both players as Chinese now. So this is something I'm going on a limb here and say players just have not practiced as much as, you know, standard 1 town center starts. Of course you can practice it and optimize it, but I really doubt they have a perfect build
Prepared
over here for a 3 TC
you
start.
Can't.
Yeah.
You don't prepare for a 3 TC start. If you do, you're strange.
Yeah, and even if there is one, there's so much going on. If there's a boar in a funny location, that could mess up everything. Because you're looking at...
think about it, you gotta lure 6 boars.
Yep.
Compared to the 2, in the same amount of time, you gotta lure 6 boars. So, it's a heck of a load of things to do.
Yep. But you see, you split a little bit. Zuppi is taking boars in the very east, he's taking sheep in the middle, and he's taking berries in the west. So, that makes sense. You cannot really split the build orders to all 4 resources, or at least 3 in the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, Chris is ahead by 3 pop.
2. Yeah, and now 1. Yeah, seems like on average of 2. Chris got housed now.
Oh
so
god.
The gap might close.
It's gonna close a lot.
Another house coming up there, that's good. Yeah, that's a huge forest.
Are they gonna dock?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they will dock. So much fish in the middle. Would be dumb not to try at least.
I think they'll take their time to dock, considering they have to run 3 TCs. I'd rather take villagers than fishing ships, at least this early in the game.
No, that is true. I mean, going up to feudal is still only 500, and castle is only 800 food, 200 gold.
I think Stian said the perfect thing. This is one of those maps where even 2k plus players lose villagers to boars.
Yep. Where did it happen? I didn't see it.
Even I didn't, but if he said it, I guess it happened. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, with 6 town centers it's not easy to see, I guess.
Yeah, Chris must have lost one. I see 1 loss. 1 unit loss, so I guess he should have lost one somewhere.
Oh, I think I see it in the middle town center for Chris.
It. Middle town center.
Halfway between boar and TC.
And he has 2 idols there.
Yep, this villager is preparing himself mentally to take the boar. Breathe in, breathe out. What's going on in the middle? Oh, they're walling.
It's too much. It's too much to do, basically.
Of course, I'm not gonna make stupid jokes here about an idle villager. There's so much going on.
I mean, you don't expect 6-7 minutes in the game to have 53 villagers.
Yeah, good point. 50 population, you see that at... God. As a pocket, you can get that after 20 minutes or so. So, yeah. We're at minute 7.
Even as a pocket, 20 minutes 50 pop is tough.
That is a strong play, yeah. Okay, fuel age. 20% for Zuppi and 45% when I swapped, I guess, for Chris. Walls coming up. Yeah, some scouts out for Zuppi. Obviously, he has the food for them. It's not a big deal, even if they don't do anything.
Well, I like so far how this game has panned out, at least.
Sorry, that was my phone.
Oh, I like how this game's panning out so far. They're at the same number of villagers. Just Chris is a bit faster. While Zuppi has a lot more food. A heck of a lot more food.
Yeah. Actually, let me bring the spectator dashboard so I can see some more researches going through.
Oh, wheelbarrow.
Yep.
Is anybody going aggressive? I'm not sure.
Well,
oh, Chris is just stonewalling.
Yep. I was gonna say, they both have walled. Doesn't look like they want to.
Metropolis is basically like a 3TC version of Baltic, so...
I'm interested in the food count. Yep. SLH. 10% for Zuppi, and Chris is not just there yet. I queued another Vil or two. Yeah, Zuppi's getting a head start here. 25%, let's say, and Chris still 750. He's gonna get it now. Yes, and he just clicked. Population-wise,
Chris was just booming away for a few moments.
Yep, 72 villagers against 86.
People usually rush to Castle Age to get those TCs up and make the vills, but Chris basically knows that he already has the TCs, so he can take his time. But Spearman coming after Chris somewhere.
Oh, while the players are going up, I can fix the colors of my spectator dashboard real quick.
Yeah, and Zuppi's placing docks.
Yep. Docks make us a lot of sense against these stone walls, right?
Well, yeah, it's gonna work pretty effectively. Unless Chris just decides to boom away to glory. Which I think he's gonna do. Got a gut feeling he's gonna exactly do that.
So let's check the docks for Zuppi maybe. He's getting fire ships. Chris doesn't have a single dock so far.
Yeah, good suggestion from Imhurst. Please press Alt G.
Why?
Because green is almost invisible on green.
Oh gosh.
I mean, it's okay for us, but on the stream it's a lot harder to see.
Yeah, I swapped it now, so Chris is red and Zuppi is blue. I hope that's better, but it's a little confusing with the researches now, but whatever works. So these fire ships are not doing too much.
It's just a lot harder to see.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, not much action so far. I mean, the population counts are shooting through the roof. It's not even minute 16, and we can see, well, almost population 100.
Oh my god, these two are just booming away to glory. Wow, my mouse has a hotkey for TCs and I didn't even know that.
Well, you can program it.
I didn't program it.
Yes, it's the alternative hotkeys, right? You can have two hotkeys for idle villager, for example, and maybe it's the alternative hotkey.
Oh yeah, it's yeah, it's the button 2 hotkey.
Yeah. or middle button or whatever. Anyway, Zuppi is landing there with 5 knights.
Oh, things are starting to get serious.
Yeah, there's not much army in this area.
And Chris is... Well, Chris just wants to go imp now. He's almost up.
Looks like it. And Zuppi is low on resources. Chris has, wow, 1.5k food. He just got the university.
He's gonna be up. Moment. He didn't try. He's actually gonna go straight in.
Does he have a market? No. He's waiting for the gold to come in. Obviously, he has enough gold income. Yeah.
Oh, but he invested in something.
In camels,
Oh yeah,
I assume.
lots of camels.
Yep.
Lots of camels. Market, Chris. Market and sell that extra food. Now Zuppi is getting a pretty big lead. He's gonna be up before Chris, I think.
Yeah, these 5 knights are slowing down Chris, or getting his attention at least. Maybe he's even overreacting a little here with so many camels.
Maybe he's just gonna go for a camel rush, because after so many camels it might become worth it.
Okay, so let's compare. 15% up for Chris with, let's check the villager counts, maybe 104 villagers. 20% now for Chris, and Zuppi is still in Castle 8. So not so early in Imperial, but more villagers out.
But Zuppi, 2,500 food, dude!
I saw 1,500. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah,
he just clicked up. He just clicked up. Sorry. Yep.
Whoa.
There he is.
That was way too much food. I don't understand why these pros are so stubborn about... Oh, is that a hole?
Where?
Yeah, Chris is gonna be in. Right hand side.
Yes, well, with the castle and the Chukanur, yep. The palisade didn't hold too long. Okay. Oh, I just heard a demolition ship road.
Yeah, it was a demolition ship.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill Chris's dogs. But Chris is massing demolition ships right now. Well, he's got one at least.
Okay, the knights from Zuppi have +2 defense, +1 attack, and bloodlines. Castle is on 60% or so.
There is no way that castle... Oh! Oh well.
Ooh, that was ambitious. Really ambitious here.
Too ambitious.
Yep, probably.
Oh, but now the tons of camels that Chris had should come in there and decide this.
That's what I thought. Like, he has tons of camels.
Send them in too, man. Zuppi is a lot of builds ahead. He's almost 25 builds ahead right now.
Yep.
But he's
20
going
vills.
Cavaliers, I think. Why so many knights?
Well, Chinese Cavaliers are not that bad. And if both get Chukonu, then you want Cavaliers in front of them and not camels. So I get that.
Oh, but so many knights.
Yeah. 1k score lead for Zuppi now. More army, more villagers. So let's see how Chris
Zuppi
wants
is
to
coming
come
back
back.
into this.
What do you mean he's coming back?
Into
I
the
think.
series, I mean.
Oh yeah,
He
good
was
point.
2-0 down.
Good point. It really looks like
Now
it.
it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris is getting the Cavalier upgrade as well.
Yeah, in Imperial camels, especially with archer units like Chinese camels, are just not worth it.
Oh, but
sooner or later.
that
Yeah.
castle which Chris had was at 97%.
Yep.
That's gotta be agonizing.
Yeah. All the stone is gone. Villagers gone. Quite some army died there.
It would be a great castle though, but...
Well, you know, in late Imperial with Chinese, you want your Shogunate, right? And Chris basically has lost 1,300 stone already. So, not looking great. On the other hand, it is a 3 TC map and he has a lot of stone. Let's see. I'm gonna bring back the spectator dashboard so I can see what's going on. Yeah, Zuppi is getting rocketry, a lot of upgrades now. Not so many upgrades from Chris. Unless he has them already, but I don't think so. Yeah, 8
Chris is a
5.
lot more military at the moment.
It's 160 for both, and Zuppi has more villagers, so yeah. And Zuppi has some navy as well, so Chris should definitely have more on the land.
That cannot at all be good for Zuppi. Oh, if this engagement happens, Chris is gonna destroy Zuppi.
Well, there's 3
Look at the
castles
number
waiting.
Look at the number of cavaliers Chris has. Go push, man, don't stand there, you have enough army. Oh, but the Galleons could make a difference there. Yeah.
Chris wants to hold the castle, but with 2 villagers in the way. Okay, 1 trebuchet down. Cavaliers are mostly down now. Zuppi's bringing in a few more on the water, and on the other side not too much happening. So it's all in the east.
Zuppi now has more army.
Yep. It was not a great fight, at least for Chris there, with all the galleons next to it.
Well, elite Chukanus with rocketry versus non-elite Chukanus without it.
Yeah, well, I think elite Chukanu are not so much stronger than a normal Chukanu. I mean, it's an old debate. But yeah, rocketry definitely a big difference.
The number of arrows are what make the difference, actually.
Yeah, if you do the maths, then the difference between elite and non-elite is not big. So you can always argue, is it worth the resources? Anyway, that's just a detail now. Zuppi is pushing forward, dropping another castle on Chris's side of the map. Zuppi might lose all his cavaliers there for nothing. Yep.
Oh no, don't do that, man.
Got away with 1, so small loss there. Oh, and I think Zuppi landed, or what just happened? Anyway, I see cavaliers in the west of the map, killing villagers.
I think he landed.
Probably. Okay, Zuppi is popped, Chris is on 163, and the resources count, especially food and gold, are not looking great for Chris at all. He should have his upgrades though, so what he needs is some gold now to keep the unit flow. Second castle, and a lot of trebuchets moving in. So if these two castles fall, then I think Chris might call it.
Chris should call it, I think it's about it. Especially with those 7 traps.
Yeah, and Chris is having a hard time getting his population up. He was 163 2 minutes ago, and now he's 174. So he's not really getting up to pop 100. He's lacking resources. Pop 200, I mean. First castle down.
Oh well.
Yeah.
7 traps just destroy stuff so quickly.
Yep. All these 2 traps, sorry, from Chris, took out 1 castle. And Chris wants to force a fight with a hill bonus. That is smart, obviously, but I don't think Zuppi would go there. Why would he? And now Chris is moving in. Going all in, really.
Basically, you have to fight this one. And now those traps are just gonna kill the chickanees.
Yeah. 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6.
The traps are just sniping everything.
Yeah, traps are definitely helping. But it was a pretty good fight for Chris, I think, bearing in mind he had less army there.
Well, he has a lot less army now.
He should definitely go back now. Now it's not worth it anymore.
He's at a 30 pop difference right now. There's
well,
no and onagers coming in, so
they were at a 30 pop difference before the fight. Ah, GG.
Now the 30 pop, I mean, it has to be. There's
yep.
Yeah.
And wait, you said 30. It's 100.
I mean 30 military difference.
Right. Now at the end it shows 190 for Zuppi and 123. So, and the onagers coming up here to mow down the enemy Chukonu. So, GG. Checking the score. So as you said earlier, Zuppi is coming back into this match from 2-0. He's up to a 2-2-2 now. Jesus, that sounds weird.
Okay, next map will be. Let me refresh the results.
1 sec.
Oh, Chris might not like this.
That's an interesting one. Zuppi only had 134 population. I thought it was more, but he must have stopped at that point then.
Not so many boats for the pole, at least.
Yeah. Chris never had any navy that was worth mentioning, at least. Yeah, let's go back.
Double Arabia!